fucking goal, mate! Come off the fucking station! Lino!
Don't get into all the shitty argument they're doing, all the shitty little fucking talking they're doing. Let's get the ball down and play. Don't moan at each other. You three were fucking arguing on the wall.
Kendall, go on Kendall, nice footwork, Kendall, yes! Yeah!
This is when you learn what character you fucking have. Because you had your pants pulled down by a shit fucking side that I would put in our development fucking team. Don't play fucking pub football, because that's all you cunts deserve at the moment.
To apologise. I'd like to apologise to absolutely no one! Fucking ridiculous, like, oh my god, what age are we?
You're a little bit silly now. Getting a little bit silly now. Fucking hell! Listen!
It's all about the go off here.
I'll start hooking people.
Don't stop! Get a fucking right side! Don't stop!
Are they still hit?
If I can make fucking 8 something right now, trust me, I'll fucking do it.
That's all very my friend!
James, sorry mate, can we have some privacy?
We'll win the league. That's it.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end.
It's got in the fucking goal, mate! Come off the fucking station! Lino!
Don't get into all the shitty argument they're doing, all the shitty little fucking talking they're doing. Let's get the ball down and play. Don't moan at each other. You three were fucking arguing on the wall.
Kendall, go on Kendall, nice footwork, Kendall, yes! Yeah!
This is when you learn what character you fucking have. Because you had your pants pulled down by a shit fucking side that I would put in our development fucking team. Don't play fucking pub football, because that's all you cunts deserve at the moment.
To apologise. I'd like to apologise to absolutely no one! Fucking ridiculous, like, oh my god, what age are we?
You're a little bit silly now. Getting a little bit silly now. Fucking hell! Listen!
It's all about the go off here.
I'll start hooking people.
Don't stop! Get a fucking right side! Don't stop!
Are they still hit?
If I can make fucking 8 something right now, trust me, I'll fucking do it.
That's all very my friend!
James, sorry mate, can we have some privacy?
We'll win the league. That's it.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end.
Fucking go, mate! It's come off the fucking station! So I know!
Don't get into all the shitty argument they're doing, all the shitty little fucking talking they're doing. Let's get the ball down and play. Don't moan at each other. You three will fucking arguing our lot.
Yeah!
This is when you learn what character you fucking have. Pulled down by a shit fucking side that I will put in our development fucking team. Don't play fucking pub football, because that's all you cunts deserve at the moment.
To apologise. I'd like to apologise to absolutely no one! Fucking ridiculous! Like, oh my god, what age are we?
You're a little bit silly now. Getting a little bit silly now. Fucking hell! Listen!
It's all about to go off here.
I'll start hooking people.
Don't stop! We get a fucking right side! Don't stop! Are they still hit?
If I can make fucking 8 something right now, trust me, I'll fucking do it.
Thank you very much, friend!
James, sorry mate, we have some privacy.
We're in the league. That's it.
And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end.
Fucking go, mate! It's come off the fucking station! So I know!
Don't get into all the shitty argument they're doing, all the shitty little fucking talking they're doing. Let's get the ball down and play. Don't moan at each other. You three will fucking arguing our lot.
Kendall, go on Kendall, nice footwork Kendall, yes! Yeah!
This is when you learn what character you fucking have. Because you had your pants pulled down by a shit fucking side that I will put in our development fucking team. Don't play fucking pub football, because that's all you cunts deserve at the moment.
To apologise. I'd like to apologise to absolutely no one! Fucking ridiculous! Like, oh my god, what age are we?
You're a little bit silly now. Getting a little bit silly now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can hear me. Welcome back to Let's Talk Romans. We're on episode 7. Please do drop a comment in the chat to let us know that the microphones are working. I saw a thumbs up about the audio earlier from T, thank you. But it's always a worry when we switch to mics. So episode 7, I can hear myself well, so I'm just going to take those off because it confuses me. We were supposed to have 2 fantastic people with us tonight. Sam Galatis, not Galatis, that we always say on the commentary, Galatis, and Nathan Isherwood, Ishi. But Ishi has pulled a sickie on us. Apparently something blew up in his face, and this was the end result. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could sound perfect, thanks,
It's marmalade.
Sue. If you could put in the comments whether you think this is the result of an explosion or whether his missus just slapped some marmalade on his face so he doesn't have to come and be here with us. Let us know in the comments what you think.
He reckons he's at A&E at the QE2.
While Dave's just
Born
talking, there's Dave and Sam. Give us a wave, Dave and Sam. We're on the wide angle there. One thing I always forget to do right at the start is our new game. I am going to... So, fastest fingers first in the comments, first correct answer. This one's just going to be for fun because I haven't got any giveaways yet. Guys in the room, don't give it away. But I haven't even loaded it. Apologies. Let's quickly load our first one. Right. And again, this could be players, staff, management, coaches, whatever. It's guess the Roman. Okay. It doesn't necessarily mean they look like this person, but this is a hint at someone. This one's really easy, actually. I've put the wrong video on. There we go. Right. This is the first one.
They killed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart to absolutely nobody. The double man does what the he wants. I've ridiculed
So that's the first one. I know people are going to guess that one pretty easily. But put it in the comments. It's all about driving comments, you see, if you get my little plan.
I don't know that one.
Oh, hang on. I was trying to delete that video and I accidentally played it. Right, let's load the next one. This one might be a little bit more difficult. Unless you were watching last week, then it might be a little bit easier. Georgie and Sue are already in the comments. T reckons Nathan's waxing his eyebrows. Right, this is the second one. This is the more serious one because everyone will have guessed the first one. Are you ready? Local video. We want local video 1 on. I don't know if there's audio actually with this one.
Who's that?
Shh, don't say it.
I don't know.
Say it.
Okay, that is it.
What, no clue?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to give Dave. Dave had no clue.
No clue. I don't even know the first one, to be honest with you.
I was just trying to give him a hint, but get that in the comments. Hello, is that Perry? Yes, chaps. Hello, Perry. Right, that's enough of me waffling. I'm going to be doing a bit of advertising for Cobra Beer there. Me and Sam are having a beer. Dave's driving. Usual format. We are going to be joined by a very special guest, hopefully. Hopefully, we haven't seen him arrive yet. I'm looking over there because that's where I see him arrive. But we've got a special guest, hopefully joining to talk about Hendon Football Club.
You told him not to sign in till 8:30.
No, I asked him to sign in and test the audio and stuff. But anyway, so I'll stop waffling about that. The format tonight is we're going to just talk about our game on Saturday very, very quickly. And then we've got Big Sam in the house and Dave has got a whole bunch of questions for Big Sam, right? Yeah. And as always, get your questions and your comments in and I'll be checking those and I'll interject every now and then if that's all right with you, Dave. And we'll hopefully have some fun with Sam and some fun with Dave. Dave always looks really
with
serious.
Stupid questions, will you?
Stupid questions are the best. Give it the stupid questions. So let's just kick off. New Brad or St. Peter, obviously. 1-0.
Good win.
Fantastic. Let me go wide so we can see all three of us. Fantastic win, right? They had 5 games in hand on us and they could have caught us.
Mate, they had 5 games in hand. Like we were 15 points ahead, but 5 games in hand, which obviously would be beaten at home all season. The pitch was in a state, and it was a tough game.
Tough, yeah. It was a close game all the way through. Like, not many shots from either side. Fucking Bradwell with that strike out of nowhere from the free kick got us the points, didn't they?
Yeah. So we called this
Bradshaw.
episode.
What a
shot.
goal, man.
What a shot.
It was a great
You
goal.
didn't have much to do, did you?
No,
Did you have
literally.
anything to do?
Just got smashed once. That's about it.
Yeah. No, it's hard, like, because that was a tough game before as well, wasn't it? The first time we played them.
3-2, yeah. That
3-2.
was,
So that was a tough game. And they were a decent team as well, I thought. They had a few new players as well, but I thought we managed them well, and it was just to try and match them with the hunger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the pitch was so bad, you couldn't really play.
football. It was a tough game, wasn't it, for everyone?
Yeah.
Make sure you're close to the mic, Sam.
Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Have your headphones on and then you know. I've asked everyone who comes in to make sure, because last week we had a lot of echo on the mics, and it's because I had to turn the mics up really loud because people kept sitting back from their mics. But if you're nice and close, we can turn the sound down. We don't get too much echo then. So yeah, I'm just telling them off. Keep your headphones on so you can hear. You mentioned getting smashed, Sam. Like Rich gave you a bit of grief in the change rooms about getting up too quick and giving him a cuddle. What was going through
You know,
your mind
one of them
there?
ones I got.
what's that all about?
I remember you said it a cuddle as well. I remember I got smashed. The first thing I just kind of hit the floor, span. I was on my feet and I see him. I was going to get mad at him. He was apologising. So I thought, give him a
You ran
hug.
over ready to deck him, and then they just gave him a big hug. and told
He
him
was
to
so
be all right.
apologetic. I didn't even know what was happening. I was blurry for a good 30 seconds there. I got smashed in the head, the body, the shoulder, everywhere. But no, he seemed nice to be fair, so nothing to argue about.
Fair play to you. We're in enough of scraps. It's nice to bring a bit of peace to the team. I do have something. I told Sam the way down I had something to pick him up on, and he's dying to know what it is.
Yeah, go on.
So, Monday evening, you were walking out of Stevenage train station. You probably didn't see me, and a taxi nearly ran you over.
Oh yeah, no, I know. You just put your hand up. They always stop there.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I
you gave
do.
him the fingers.
No,
Do you know who was in the back of the taxi?
I didn't give him no fingers.
Do you know who was in the back of the taxi?
Was they all taxi?
Yeah. I thought, what the fuck is Sam playing there? Jumping in front of a taxi. I thought you were suicidal or something.
That's just right by the station, weren't it?
Jump
Yeah.
in front of the train, mate.
Is that how he got injured?
What? You just seen Sam going, fuck you there.
That's
In the
not
back
true.
of
I
the
just
taxi.
gave no fingers.
That was a good one. I couldn't believe it. But how are you, Sam?
I've been good, mate.
How
Yourself?
are you enjoying the football?
It's a good club. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, right. So tell us about yourself anyway. So you obviously you're a keeper. You're 21 next Sunday.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing golf for? Tell some of the teams you played for.
So I've been playing men's football since I was 16. Started off with Biggleswade United Reserves. Yeah, Biggleswade FC, my bad. Started off with them. I think I was with them for about 2 seasons a season, just playing and learning as you go. Because at that age, the jump from men like under 18s to men's football is so big. So my first year, I think I was a bit pony, to be honest. But then I've come along, been at Langford. Then after that, I was at a couple of clubs, Step 5. Played in a FA Cup game for Shefford, which we won, which was always good. Been a couple of clubs there, and now I'm here at Welwyn.
Why? Why are you here at Welwyn?
Welwyn, because I want to be somewhere I can kind of prove myself. So all the other clubs, it's kind of like they have their set goalie. We're both two good goalies, and we're kind of working not against each other, but with each other at the same time, though. You know what I mean? So I think I like it here. I like it a lot.
How did you find out about AFC? Well, and we approached, were you, or was it one of the lads?
So my older brother Zach, he used to play for Rich bit before. So obviously my dad and him must have been speaking. I heard about the trials in the summer. Just went along, and it's been ever since from there.
Okay, and obviously there's you and there's Bully, both of you vying for that number 1.
Yeah, but then both, to be fair, both times I say I'm injured or something, he's there. When he's injured, I'm there.
Yeah.
Not really had nothing like it, but even so, when we're both at training, we're both kind of helping each other, pushing each other along, which I like a lot more.
Yeah. So how would you compare your game to Bully's?
But I feel like
Well, what has Bully got that you haven't got, and what have you got that he ain't got?
I feel like we're two different keepers. He's a bit more old school and technical, like he'll ping the ball to your feet from about 50 yards away. Then I think I just got that bit more. I'll make that extra save or whatever, or I'll come out off my line a bit quicker and stuff.
It's a good battle, that. Like, it's
It
hard
is,
to know.
it is.
Look, I've asked all the lads who would you rather have in goal, and
It's a 50-50 mix,
50-50.
really.
It's like, I think we have been lucky enough in that when you're available, he hasn't been, and when he's available, you haven't been. But yeah, that's going to run on that battle, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. But even so, I wouldn't even say it's a battle though. With us, we both know what it's like being a goalie.
Yeah.
It's so different to being outfield because there's only one spot, and then you're not like you're going to get subbed on, is it? So you got to keep performing. That's about it.
Yeah. So you were one of the first players. I think you were actually the first player I met just after the trials. One of the games about you and your dad, Stan.
Yeah.
And I still remember to this day about your dad. Tell us about your dad and his love for Spurs. I love this.
If you know him, he's nuts for Tottenham. He's got tattoos everywhere about Tottenham. If you want to go through my family, My middle name's Spurs II.
Yeah, I love that.
Go to my brother Zach, he's Spurs. Other brother Jack.
His middle name is Spurs.
Spurs, yeah. My other brother Jack, he's Tottenham, and then my sister's Hotspur.
Oh, mate.
Through everyone.
What's your man think of that? Is she happy to go along with that?
I
or
think
she had no choice?
she must have got the first name and let him do whatever he wants in the middle name. He's got away with it 4 times. Don't know how, but yeah, I like it. I love it.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? And what about you then? You're obviously a sports fan.
Yeah.
Do you get to the games much?
Not as much this year because obviously playing football, but we have season tickets. We go when we can. But then I've even got a tattoo on my leg as well though, about Tottenham.
You're supposed to. Your dad probably branded you, did he? His dad probably stuck it in you. And of course,
no choice.
It'd be remiss of us not to speak about your uncle Chris.
Chris, yeah.
He's over in Cyprus, never misses a game.
He's another one that's
Watching
football mad,
AFC Welwyn.
Football man, he loves watching all the games. Even if I ain't playing, he'll be watching it.
Yeah, he loves it, doesn't he? He's
Loves
always
it.
on asking what's
He's always
happening.
on the YouTube.
It's on the fan page, the Facebook fan page, guys. Get on it.
Has he ever caught you out with a dodgy name?
No,
Dave?
he hasn't. No. I find it hard to pronounce Galatas. Never mind anything else.
I think that's the first time I've heard you pronounce it right.
Was it?
Galatas.
I think your man was saying it's not Galatas, it's
Galatas,
Galatas.
nah. Well, where'd you get Galatas from?
We
though?
never said Galatas. Was she talking to me or Mick?
You say Galatas
both.
every week.
No,
It's just my accent. I get away with that. Like
He says Alex. He says Alex Duncan every week. As well, so
Yeah.
don't worry.
Who's Alex Duncan?
Don't know.
But you're enjoying coming at the well and that. But like,
Yeah.
how do you compare it? Because obviously the social media side of this, you've never played anything like this before. I take it. How are you fitting in? Are you watching the games when you go back home? Are you,
Oh yeah, definitely.
what's it like? Because I imagine it's fantastic. I
Yeah.
loved that as a kid watching
Yeah.
the game.
Say I can find when I've done it, clip it, and that's that. But yeah, it's completely different with all the social media. I like sometimes in training we'll do a little shooting drill for like the TikTok or something before. I think it just brings everyone together a bit more, which I like. I like a lot. Yeah.
You should have brought up that save you made from me, James. You know.
I deleted that tonight.
You deleted that?
Yeah, it was loaded in the machine.
Ah,
And
God,
and
here.
I deleted it. I do
Sam
apologise.
was telling me the greatest save he's ever made.
It had to be.
But so yeah, it is totally different. But I suppose like it's got good and bad in that if you make a right stinker.
Oh yeah.
Have you made any right
Touch wood.
stinkers? Have you done that? I don't think
Not
you
for
have.
the first
have you?
team yet. No. Luckily.
Not just for the first team. So what team have you made a stinker for?
It's for the Rezzies one week. Played a back pass to me on one like the fieldy pitches. You know, obviously I see it bobbling as it's coming to me.
Yeah.
I've just gone to smash it and it's bounced up to my knee. I've spun around, watched the attacker tap it in.
Listen, Paul Robinson did that.
Yeah,
for
see,
England.
it happens
you're in
to the
good
best
company.
of us. It happens to the best of us. But not for the first team yet though. Touch wood, that don't happen because that'll go everywhere.
And what's been your best game?
Best
what game
game?
you enjoyed the most?
The one I've enjoyed the most was Coddy Cup. Just getting to beat them, making that save as well.
So Connolly are second in the league, and we played them a couple of weeks ago.
That's the games I live for. The close games, the
2-1.
rivals. Yeah.
We've got that picture you asked me to show from that
Oh,
game
yeah.
as well.
That's just the Connolly one.
I remember the manager was going mental, screaming it was in for the past 5 minutes. I actually believed him, but then
So you got fingers on that. So that was what, a 25-yard rocket going
I
into
didn't
the
realise how
corner.
far back he was when he shot it, till you see it on the video. He was far back. He struck it
That was a
well.
great shot.
So just for
great strike.
context, that's the ball coming back out off the crossbar, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
clearly
yeah.
not bouncing on or over the line.
The manager was going that mental. I believed it was in until I saw this. Yeah. What a save.
I'd never
Only save of the game as well. That was
So I have a good keeper, boy.
2 shots. Yeah.
We called this one the clean sheet. What do we call it? Clean sheet dream team. How many clean sheets have you had, Sam? I don't know.
I don't count. I think there's been a couple, but then it's weird though. Sometimes we'll keep a clean sheet of no shot. Sometimes we'll win 3-2, 2-1. I'm not sure. Has anyone got a stat on that?
We should have something.
We probably should have looked it up before asking the question. Sue's asked the
Professional
question.
people would. All right, go on then, read it out.
Who's your favourite goalkeeper, and did you ever want to play in a different position?
So I'll answer the second part. Did I ever want to play another position? No. I knew I had no stamina from about the age of 7. Never been a runner, never will. My favourite goalie is going to be Manuel Neuer. He transitioned the game for goalies as sweeper keepers.
Stan won't be happy with that. So
Anyway.
Stan, what do you say, Pat Jennings or something?
Oh, yeah, that'll be his, yeah.
Oh, he played for Arsenal, did he? Sorry, Stan.
No, but Neuer changed the game though. If you look at
Yeah.
keepers before and after him, but I think Neuer's a bit nuts with it sometimes. But coming off my line, that's what I like to be, like stopping that extra counter when you can.
Yeah, so you do like coming off the line,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you? You have to take that chance because
Yeah.
a sweeper keeper, that's what, if you're looking at
The,
Pep and all
the
that,
modern game, yeah.
it's the modern game,
You
isn't it?
got to nowadays.
Yeah, so what do you do? Like if you're watching the games back, like, the training you do is just with AFC Welwyn. Have you had training before
Yeah.
as a keeper, or it's just...
Like strictly
Pretty
goalie
natural.
training.
Yeah.
I've had a few goalie coaches. One of them, Scully Sean Griffiths. But that's on a Saturday, so I can't attend it as much now. But he's a good goalie coach. He taught me quite a lot of what I know.
So you're still getting a bit now, are you?
Not right now, obviously, because the game's Saturday. But when I can go, I like to go.
Yeah.
Like pre-season. If we don't have a game Saturday, I'll make myself down there. Yeah.
What about so obviously being a keeper there, you're playing behind a back four. So we've had our team has changed quite a lot since our first game of the season.
Lot of names.
Would you be able to say what's your favourite centre back pairing? So to play in front of you, who are you most confident behind? You don't have to say T because he's the only. You mightn't even be listening.
I was
He is.
going to
but he
say
might be.
T is watching.
It's a tough one.
See T looking in the window over there. Me about that.
Issue was here. It's definitely Issue's one of my favourite centre backs because he's calm and composed on the ball. And then it's close between T and Casey because they're so similar in what they do. They're both so I couldn't really pick one between out of them two.
That's a very honest answer. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd pick T only that Casey can play in other positions.
Yeah, he's good in midfield, ain't he, Casey?
Casey against second place team. I always forget the name of them. Codicut was unbelievable.
Mate, the way he dribbles ball, I don't makes no sense to me. He just glides past players, but no pace. But when he takes a touch wide, they're never near him.
Yeah. I kept saying we were out that night on the beard. Remember?
Yeah.
We went out for the Christmas deal, and all he kept saying, he just got pissed. He came back and stayed in the house. All he kept saying is, "That's what I do.
That's what I do."
He did. He loved that.
Pulled up his player profile when he used to play up front or on the wing.
That's it. He was showing all his pictures on Google. Look him up, boys. Have a look at that haircut.
Did you see he clipped his Perlo pass from Saturday's game as well to Archie?
He loves himself.
And he put it in a group. Archie didn't fucking score.
Mate, that fella, I tell you. But my God, fair play to him. Like, what is he, 37, 38? Yeah. You know, he's still got
He
it.
is a player though, Casey, yeah.
And he's got the best curtains in the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, look him up on
forget
Google.
that.
Ricky Case. Tell us about T then. Owner, manager, or not manager, owner, player.
Yeah.
Talking of which,
Of everything.
he's just commented saying he's much quicker than Casey.
And that's another thing about T. He likes to pull up the stats, doesn't he? What does he say? He's the fastest non-black player on the team.
Fastest non-black player, yeah.
We do have 13 black players playing for us, but that's it.
And Perry's and T's not having it. Let's just go through a few of these, sorry, because Kai also said, is he going to see you training with the dev team anytime soon?
Dev team. Well, right now I'm slightly injured. It's a weird one. Sorry when my hip comes and goes, but yeah, though, definitely. If you get more shots in, it's always the better.
Is Ollie one of your mates? He said good lad.
Ollie, yeah, he was one of my goalie coaches at Biggleswade FC.
Ah, okay.
Taught me a lot as well.
Let us know something about him, Ollie, will you?
Yeah, give us some dirt on Sam, Ollie.
Yeah.
And Perry said race time. I think he's trying to set up Casey and T for a race there. That's a good one. That's a good shout. Do you remember Casey on the old the bleep test? Not the bleep test. The thing that Craig did with you guys at the beginning of the season.
Jesus, I don't want to do that again.
He did well though. He did well.
Mate, Casey, he says that. What was it? Somebody called him a fat bastard in that Codicky game. Do you remember? I won't say who it was, but somebody called him a fat bastard. And he goes, if I took my top off, they wouldn't call me a fat bastard. Oh, God, that fella, I'll tell you. But,
you had a question, sorry, I interrupted you with comments, Dave. You said something, didn't you? Have I made you forget?
I gotta forget anyway.
I think it was about T. What do you think about him? Yeah. T is a centre back. He's a solid man. Nothing. You won't ever get through him. The ball's coming there in the air. He'll win it. He's so good in the air, T.
Yeah. Just he likes to have a bit of pace around him, though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He likes to think he's fast.
Even though he likes to claim he's fast.
He used to love having little Mengi in his pocket.
That's a Mengi.
Yeah. It's a shame Ishi's not on tonight as well. Because do you know what? I prepared questions for yourself and for Ishi. But now that's all gone. That's down the pan, isn't it? So
we're going to have to call him Marmalade from now on.
I wouldn't mind, but the rest of them are useless on the group trying to get somebody else in.
We won't be able to hear you at the minute, Lee, because we're just finishing off with Sam, but I can see you, so that's good news. Yeah. Have you got more questions?
Yeah,
for Sam?
So, Stan has been to a few games. He hasn't been for a while. Is a season ticket?
Tottenham, yeah.
At the Spurs, okay, so he doesn't get down so much. And your mum, does she come to the games?
No, she's not. She only watches us play.
She's
not the biggest football, but she's Tottenham as well. Not much choice.
She is.
Not much choice.
Stan marrying an Arsenal fan. I wonder, is Stan watching this tonight? I thought Stan and Chris might have some questions that they might, a little secrets about Sam there they want to throw at him. I don't know if there's anything on there, James, is there?
From Stan? No, nothing from Stan.
The man.
Yet. No, not yet, mate.
So going forward then, Sam, how do you think? So I think we're 7 points clear or something now, James, are we? something like that.
I'll have a
anyway.
look.
It's hard to
I'll have a
actually, because there's a lot of teams with games in hand
Lots
and
of
whatnot.
games,
But
yeah.
I think if
And
everyone,
you're
everyone plays the
confident.
games, we're top.
You're
I'm
confident
with our
going-
team, the way we play, yeah, I'm confident. But then with the league and how football is, you never know though. 'Cause football's football.
Because Pitstone is this weekend, isn't it? And
Yeah.
they're another team that's still in the
That's
mix.
another team that's up there,
And we've
yeah.
not played
We
them
haven't
yet.
played
have we?
them yet.
No.
We've not played them now.
By the way, really nice team. I spoke to their secretary, Matt, for about 20, 25 minutes the other day. Really nice team. Looking forward to playing there.
He rang me
Really
and said he
nice.
hates you.
Did he? We get that every week, don't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, are they an unknown to you as well? So?
Unknown, yeah, I've never played against them, I don't think. So, yeah.
So for for a young fella who's only 20, going on 21, you've been around quite a bit in the football,
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
you? Would you say this is one of your favourite seasons?
Favourite team? Oh yeah, so far 100%. Because this team, I don't know if it's the social side, but there's more togetherness in this team. You know what I mean?
Because obviously this is a brand new team. Like, what's the band's like? How do you get on? Because I think we've had 50 players now so far playing.
I think it's
in
just the
about
same as
16
normal.
games.
Every time we have someone new in, they can't just join in straight away. I
It
think that's
seems
the
to be
bond.
as are well knitted now.
Yeah,
There was a few
100%.
issues, but there was a few issues from
Right at the
week
start,
one.
yeah.
When
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was.
it was like we should have a, I don't know, like a little documentary on this on
God,
Crime
we need
Line or
one.
something. But
We do. Death before defeat.
oh, that's right. Yeah. Where's that next out?
I don't know if Carly's in the. Well, we can ask Lee in a minute if he knows if Carly's finished editing it.
Yeah, so things have calmed down quite a bit, and the atmosphere, you find it's good.
Yeah. Everyone gets on with each other. There's not really any like tension. Everyone loves each other. It's a good team.
And
Good
obviously,
team, great group of lads.
And obviously, as a collective, the main target is to go this season. Have you got set any personal targets for yourself?
Not really, mate. Just try not to make any howlers, play good, win the league. That's about it.
Yes, I love that.
Sam, love it.
All right, well, listen, Sam, I don't know, is there anything else you want to add to this? And you want to
We
say?
got a couple of comments. Got a comment here
Let's see.
actually.
Go on, then.
Colney Heath Football Club. Is that Welchie? Probably is. Isn't
I
it?
love Welchie.
So he says, Sam, I need you to set the record straight. Name in order the list of Galatis brothers in goal. Sam, Zach, or Jack. So
Okay.
ranking them. Someone asked us to ask that actually.
So,
Rank
we'll
your brothers.
start. So we'll go on performance recently. So unfortunately for Zach, he had a hip injury before, didn't play. But every time he got to a club, he's about to get in. Fucking, he does something, breaks an arm, breaks a finger. So sadly, he's going to be bottom of the list. But if he was playing, he could be top. So he's third. Jack would go second to me, and I'll put myself first. I have to. I can't put myself second. Where's the confidence?
We need to ask Stan that question, really. Stan should tell us. if someone
that'd be a
thinks,
good
right.
answer.
Was he a keeper as well, was he?
He was. He
he?
reckons he'll be top, but when I watched him when I was little, he was pants.
He wasn't the Cypriot number one, was he?
Nah, nowhere near.
Welchie like that. He said yes.
Is it Welchie? It is
I
Welchie.
think, is it Welchie? Let us know if that's you, Welchie. I'm sure it is because he does the social media.
Can I just shout out to Spartans, the talk that Welchie does?
Spartan, yeah.
Spartan Talk, is it?
Spartan Talk podcast, yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to
Spotify.
it. Fantastic. Listen to it, guys.
Let us know in the chat. Actually, I can't remember what day you release it. Welchie, is it a Monday? I always forget. But I
the man
listen
from
to it.
Luton 61 was on it the other day.
Adrian
And I
Turner,
thought he was a
yeah.
lovely bloke beforehand, but if you listen to him,
Yeah.
Very good.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Just going back to the ranking of your brothers, someone else in the media group said to ask you, I forget who it was, so apologies if you're listening. If you took the best attribute from each of your brothers to make the perfect goalkeeper,
Yeah.
what would it be?
If I could take each attribute from my
Who's got
brother,
the biggest hands?
from my brother, well, both my brothers. Zach, I take his kicking. His sidewind is unreal, and he can punt the ball far. He's good with his feet. And Jack, what would I take from Jack? See, he's only been playing a couple of years recently.
His middle name, yeah. 'Cause
Don't have the second there. He's only been playing a couple of years. I think it's confidence because he went from not playing for about 13 years to playing, and he's playing at a good level. So and he plays with confidence. He's a good player, Jack. So I'll take his confidence.
are you the youngest of the three then?
Yeah, youngest of the three.
Shouldn't we have to get the other two down for tries? That'd be great. All the Galatases. Knocking 7 bells out of each
Speaking of which, Kim says get 100% fit.
Yeah.
other. That's our physio.
Kim the physio. Hello,
You
Kim.
physio.
That's Kim.
Does great work.
Right, I'm going to have to try and swap headphones, but let's see if we can hear Lee.
But listen,
You guys
Sam,
won't be able to
we'll
see.
speak to you before the end anyway. I know you know Lee anyway. Lee was
Yeah,
your coach
yeah.
for a bit, you were saying?
Yeah, I've known him since since I was quite young. I used to go down to his training things, play with him a couple times. Yeah, known Lee for a long
He's obviously
time.
at Hendon FC at the moment.
Yeah, never know if he needs a call up.
Oh, you said it.
Can you hear us, Lee?
Oh, there he is.
I can, yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear. Right, I can.
I
But the
can't.
boys won't be able to. I've just got to swap a cable over. and then everyone will better hear you. Give me 1 second. Lee, I don't think anyone on here is not going to know who you are, but while I'm just swapping those cables over, give us a quick intro of yourself, please, mate, and your footballing background.
Cool. Oh dear. Lee Allinson, obviously manager of Hendon FC. Been involved with football now since I was very, very young. Played for a while, and now managing. So, and obviously a big AFC Welwyn fan.
I can't hear you.
Right, I just swapped the cables as you finished. Can you still hear me, boys?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Lee, just say hello again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
how are you,
there we
Lee?
go.
All right.
Okay, how are you, Lee? Good?
Yes. How are we? All right?
Lee's got a face for television. Unlike you,
I
James.
don't know about that.
Oh, speaking of which, I don't know if you saw this, Lee, but Tahid has already thrown one in. He wants to
Here we
know,
go.
have you grown into this nose?
Thought mine was
The
bad.
size of that nose.
He looks like
God,
I
that
heard
is
the
massive,
in-betweeners.
It does.
I've
doesn't it?
aged like a fine wine, ain't I? Oh dear, that nose is
52.
huge. Oh,
He did say what
Blimey.
age did you grow into it? That's what he was asking.
At least you've grown into it, mate. Look at the state of that.
oh, I don't know about that. Mine's massive. God.
Right, before we start asking Lee questions, I am going to just play a little video, if you don't mind, Lee, because it'll get you in the mood, I
Yeah,
think.
go.
Thanks to Carly. Let me just load it up. Oh, sorry, boys. I've got to delete one first.
You ain't got a video of me and my missus then, have you?
Might have.
So I get in the mood.
We all have.
Yeah, get in the mood, yeah. I said that a bit wrong, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, hang on. I've got to make sure the audio's on as well. That's important.
You might want to rent out this studio, Lee. Get the lights on.
Right, I'm ready. Here we go. Oh, let me see.
Love that.
I should have got Lee up picture in picture. Talk us through this, Lee. Is that goal one?
That was the first goal, yeah. Yeah.
Another angle of it.
That was our skipper that scored that.
Joe,
Joe.
Yeah.
bit of fan reaction. Love that. This must be goal two.
This is goal 2. This is 97th minute.
I think he's got to catch that.
Yeah, keeper messed up there, didn't he?
Yeah, he needed to catch it, yeah.
I think we've got a bit of Luca on the next clip as well.
Got the name.
One of our super fans, so we need to watch that. There he is. Boys loving it.
I love that. Hopefully we have that to look forward to.
There we go. Talk us through that daily.
Yeah, what a great day. You know, you see giant killings and this FA Trophy, that is probably the biggest club you can draw, them in Chesterfield. Obviously away from home. When we were going there, we weren't expecting a lot, but I've got a side this year that can cause upsets. And when we defend well, we're very, very dangerous on the counter-attack. And you've seen the final result, and it was a great day. It really was. And you couldn't really make it up, especially conceding in the 93rd minute to go 1-1. It would have gone straight to penalties, and the team Oldham had out on the pitch. I didn't fancy us at penalties. So then to go and score the winner in the 97th minute was a feeling I've never had in football before.
Do you know what? I looked at that, at the score after 95 minutes. We were just coming back from the Welwyn game, and it was 1-1. I was just, jeez, 95 minutes. And then when you posted up a picture or something, I said, oh, well done, great result. I thought it was 1-1 finished. It was only 5 hours later I realised you bet them 2-1. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well,
It was.
just take us
It's
back, Lee,
ridiculous.
today when the draw was announced. So obviously a big fish Oldham. What were your thoughts?
Yeah. I was watching it in the office, actually, or listening to it in the office, because it was on Talk Sport with T and a few of the lads, and obviously it come out, and it's a big roar because it's a great draw for our club, obviously, going up to Oldham, ex-Premier League club, one of the founders of the Premier League. And then, obviously, your mindset then on working them out and how you can try and beat them, and they're just full of talent, the football club full of talent. But we just felt if we could stay in the game, they've only won one game since the 29th of September at home. So
Wow.
home ground, the crowd do turn on them after a certain amount of time. And obviously they turned a little bit, I'd say, after about 30 minutes of us being 0-0. And yeah, we got the job done somehow. I don't know. I think things are written in the stars sometimes, but yeah, it was a great result, great feeling.
So when you said the draw was made and you had to work them out and do a bit of work on them and how they play and that, how do you go about doing that?
So we had, fun enough, we had someone who played for my dad in the 90s who lives in Manchester. We still keep in touch with. So he went and watched them for us and done a report. And then I spoke to Hartlepool and to Dorking Wanderers as well. And it's kind of what you do. You know, you speak to other managers, you get a gauge for it. They'll tell you their weaknesses and their strengths. We had a feeling they might pull their front two out who were very, very good players. And they'd done that on the day and they changed their shape. Which shocked us a little bit. I thought they'd have gone a different way, but it probably worked for us actually and probably suited us more on the day. And everything we planned went to plan. You've got to ride your luck. When you play better sides, they're always going to get a chance, and you hope they miss them chances when they come along. They did, and we took our chances. And I'm a believer in when you play good sides, eventually they'll give you a chance if you frustrate them enough, because they'll attack more and more and more, leave more spaces. And you'll always get a chance. And we got them 2 chances and we took them away. And actually, we had another really good chance at 1-0 we should have took. But I didn't really feel under any threat at 1-0 up, which is crazy when you think of the standard of side we're playing. We were very comfortable. So, you know, when it went 1-1, it was a horrible feeling.
Yeah, can I just go back there? Did you speak directly to Mark White from Dorking?
I did. We exchanged voice notes. I come up against, and this is funny, I come up against Mark White probably 2014, and they were Dorking Wanderers, and they were in step 4 at the time. I was at Biggleswade in step 3, and we drew them in the FA Cup, and we thought, what a great draw for us, because, you know, easy route, we're playing a step 4 team, we'll beat them. Lo and behold, it was a really, really tough game. This is when they were coming through the leagues. We actually won in a replay in the end, but they were very good, and you could see that they were building onto good things, and obviously you see where they are now, and he's done that over the years.
Fantastic.
But my reason for asking that is just purely from social media point of view. Can you get him on next week's podcast?
Imagine that. I wish I could. He's great value. I really like him. Like him. He says it how it is.
He's brilliant.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Listen, he doesn't have to talk to me last week and give me some info on Oldham. You know, he could have ignored me, but he never. He helped me out. Give us a report, and it helped us. Yeah, it was. It was really good.
Nice.
So what was just on the day, just before, what was the trip like going up there anyway and getting to the ground, and how did they treat you when you got there?
So the trip up there, we left at 8:30. We got a coach up there, and the chairman was brilliant. He put on some pre-match meal for us. So we stopped at a hotel in Rochdale. So I'm just going to get rid of my dog. So we stopped at a hotel in Rochdale.
Not your missus. Making weird noises in the
background. So we stopped off there for a couple of hours, which was good to get the legs moving. And we had a pre-match meal. And believe it or not, our physio was taken ill in the morning, so we only had a student physio, and we had no equipment. So we were actually searching Boots and Tesco's of where we could get some tape. So going back onto what Oldham were like, we actually messaged Oldham and asked them if they could help us out, and they were outstanding. Oldham on the day, they give us a box of tape and physio equipment. They didn't have to do that after the game. They give us a box of Peroni, a couple of crates of Fanta and Diet Coke. They were different class. They really were good. You know, they don't have to do that, so that was good.
But just to say what the difference was, because T was saying to me, their budget was about 3 million a year. You're working on about, what, 60 grand?
Yeah, so our budget, we're £3,000 a week. So, you know, about 2,500 on players. Theirs is £57,000 a week. I think their striker who come on was on about £4 grand a week, so more than our whole playing budget. So but that's the levels. That's what it is. Yeah. But you know, you can have as much money as you want. It doesn't always win your games of football, and we've seen that many a times with, you know, the demise of Billericay, and who are now really doing well under Gary McCann. But you know, Glenn Tampion went in there, threw loads of money, and it doesn't guarantee you success. The one thing I think Oldham have got now, they've got a really good manager who knows the level. And I'd be shocked if they don't go up this year. If they don't go up, they'll go up next year. For me, it's a very, very big football club.
T said that he sent you a message before the match. Do you want to tell us what that was?
Mad. So he texted me. I was travelling up, and he messaged me and said, "I had a dream last night. I've got to tell you." Obviously, I'm thinking, what's this dream all about? Is he dreaming
Do
about
I want
me
to know?
I'm scared.
Yeah, but he said, I've had a dream that you go 1-0 up, and Oldham come back and equalise and put you under big pressure, and you score a winner in the 90th minute and win
No way.
2-1.
Hey, what place was
I
that?
couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It's just madness, and obviously that happened on the day, and yeah, just some things are just meant to be, as I say. And T dreamed it, so it must be. Must be
Don't
good.
tell us T came back onto this earth as Jesus Christ.
I was just going to ask T if he could have a dream about me winning the lottery tonight. That'd be fucking brilliant.
Oh, mate, fair play. That's an unbelievable achievement, mate. And I've been to some of your games, a couple of your games, and just great atmosphere down there. What advice can you give us? What do you think T's doing and what our club is doing, AFC Welwyn? I spoke to T earlier because you only came on late notice, so I was asking some questions. He said you're a great supporter of his, you're an advocate, you give him all the advice you can. What do you think it's going?
Well, firstly, I owe T a lot. You know, he's a very, very good friend of mine. He's been there for me. I've been there for him, and we go back a long, long way. And you know, he's really looked after me, and I'll never forget that. So if I can give him any help or advice for AFC Welwyn, I'm here to do that. And look, I think you've had an unbelievable season. I think everything's against you. I think everyone's against you. I only see what the league are doing to Lisa and T on a daily basis. There's a fine here, a fine there. You know, give them a little bit of help, blimey. You know, they're trying. They want to do things properly, and they want to just put football on the map and the league. And to keep battering them, it's just it grates on me. It really does, because they're not doing it to pull the wool over people's eyes. They just need a little bit of support and help. So that's the first things first. And I think as a team, they've done great. You have to remember, you're not going to hit it off straight away. There's going to be some hiccups along the way as well, because it's a brand new team. You look at a lot of teams that have success. They've been together 2 or 3 years. You haven't done that, and people will say, well, you know, you're just buying the league. No. You still have to put the things in place. You still have to get a good team. You still have to create a team spirit. And look, I know T really well, and he creates that all the time in business and in football. And people will see when he loses his head at people that, you know, he's a madman. No. He just does that to get the best out of people. And then he'll praise you straight after. No one ever sees that side of it as well. And that's what he's very, very good at. I mean, he's had me up the wall before. He's battered me. We played a Vets game last year, and he grabbed me around the neck because I didn't track a runner. But a minute later, he's praising me for doing well done. But and the boys have got to realise, if T isn't doing the business, they've got to tell him as well, because he respects that, you know. And I think you're going to do really well. I think you can go through the leagues here. Obviously, you've got to get a settled side. That's really important. And you know, I love what they're doing. I think it's great.
Yeah. Do you manage Jack Bradshaw? What did you think of him coming over to us?
He's top class. When I said to T about, you know, he asked me about him. Jack's different class. Great player. I played against him for many years. He played centre back. He can play right back. He can play centre midfield. And I managed him for probably a year, and then he had a couple of injuries which didn't quite work out. But technically, he's one of the best. I mean, you haven't seen him take a penalty yet, but if you've seen his free kicks, you want to see him take a penalty. He's different class. If the keeper saves it, normally the ball and the keeper normally go in the back of the net. He hits it that hard. But no, he's very good. What he brings is an experience. Him, Ricky Case. I really like the boy Josh Grantham as well. I think a really good plan. He's a really, really good lad as well. And if you've got a good spine there like that, you'll always do well with T at the back and a couple of the other boys in there. They've done great. But I think Jack is that final straw from me, that with that experience in midfield, he knows how to get the job done. And lo and behold, he's done that on Saturday for you again.
Yeah. Do you know why? When he first came, his first match, he turned up and he was made captain. I was thinking, what's that all about? Like, that's a bit odd. Mate, he carries himself. He's got the experience, the class, he's got everything about him, hasn't he?
Yeah. Do you know what I like about him as well? He's got a real nasty side to him, but he'll pick the player up after and make out of an accident. But he's got a bit about him. He knows the game really well. But he's a really good lad as well. When I heard Sam before I come on saying about the team spirit's really good. Team spirit. That's a really big thing. You know, team spirit's massive in football. It carries you through and it picks you up results, things like that. So, listen, we won't get into the. I've got a question to. I've got a question to ask Sam as well. Who's the longest in the shower? Because what I've heard is he's the longest in the shower by a country mile.
Thanks to
Is that true, Sam?
Allegedly.
Stan long in the shower as well, is he?
James can vouch for that.
Don't start all that.
Hiding in the change room.
On that note, though, when Carly and Michael did that as to try and get us some viral social media content, they did "Who's the longest in the shower?" asked the players, and the naivety of all the players actually thinking about who took the longest in the shower. Crack me up.
You know Rich as well. How do you make Rich as a manager? How do you think he's getting on? Is that a tough job?
He's doing well, Rich. It's tough because it's probably the first time he's had to work with people that kind of question him as well. And that's part and parcel of being a football manager as you move forward in the leagues. And T will, ask him questions and Rich has got to answer them questions and he's got to put a team on the pitch that get results. At the end of the day, he's doing that at the moment. He's winning games of football. And that's what he's set out to do. And the remit at the start of the season would be to get promoted. You're well on course for me, and the only thing I'd say to Rich is, sometimes the boys, they're doing well, keep praising them because you keep praising them, you'll get another 10, 15% out of them players without a doubt.
Yeah, fair play. That was a question I wanted to ask you. Look, that was such a big win at Oldham. How long have you been a Hendon FC for?
This is going into my 4th season now.
4th season. So with that big win on Saturday as well, is any big fishes coming looking for you? Can you say?
No, listen. Yeah, no, not at all. Look, no, listen. I'm very, very happy at the football club. We've got some issues financially that we have to try and resolve quite quickly. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very tough. But at the end of the day, it's a great club. Very loyal to me last year. I should have been sacked. I think any other club I'd have been sacked because we were the worst team I've ever seen put out on the pitch. Didn't represent me, but it was my recruitment that cost us that. We were poor. And I have to take that, but a great learning curve for me as well because it was the first year I proper struggled. But I think you have to have seasons where you struggle to know where you're going wrong, and they were brilliant with me. But look, I'm ambitious. I've always wanted to try my hand at a higher level. But let's give it a go with Hendon. It's a long season. We've got 17 games left. We're 7th in the league. We're still in the trophy. So if we can put a run together, there's no reason why we can't get in the playoffs and push for that next level.
So what's the playoffs? Is that 3rd to 6th, is it?
Yeah, so no, top 1 goes up and then it's 2 to 5 and then 2nd and 3rd. So 2nd play 5th at home and 3rd play 4th. 3rd place team are at home. Okay. The winner of them 2 games, the team that finish highest in the league, have the home advantage in the playoff final. So yeah, it's a good advantage to have be at home, but we're one of them sides. I'd love us to get in the playoffs because I don't think anyone would want to play us. We're very, very good in one-off games. Mm-hmm. What we struggle with at times is a little bit of consistency because we're such a young team and we haven't got a massive squad. But in one-off games, we are very good. So if we can get in there, look, it's a really, really long shot just to be competing. Our remit is to stay up every year. So just to be in and around it is massive for us as a football club.
Yeah, I think the one thing you are missing is a couple of commentators. Do you ever thought of poaching me and Big Mick?
Listen, what I'll say, Dave, is you're a different class at this. I'll tell you that now. T's fell on one this year because you're very, very good at it, mate. And I will tell you this, at 2:00 on Saturday afternoons, I normally tune into the live while our boys are doing the warm-up because it takes my mind off our game, takes the stress and pressure off it, and I have a little watch while I'm working on our set pieces and things like that and have it in the background. So
thanks for saying that. And you know what? I love it. It's just the buzz of it. It's just fantastic, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, it is. And listening to you get the team sheet wrong at the start of the
I don't
game.
mind that. So listen, Leo, just T did send me a few questions and he said, just ask me. So, I don't know if you're ready for this. So he was asking, because I know, having watched a couple of your games online and that, obviously you've had your arm in a sling. Do you want to tell us what happened there and what did T do to help?
I don't know if well, we play Vets football on a Sunday, and when I actually started Vets, I thought, lovely, a little bit of a run around and not too competitive. Well, totally the opposite to that. You know, when you're playing with people like T and Glenn Draper and Joel Mason and people like that, they're winners and they'll do whatever's necessary to win games. And I'm very similar to that. I normally start with the trouble and then run off. But actually, I didn't start this one, and I slid in for a goal and I actually scored. It's probably the first tackle I've made in my life. And the keeper said he had it in two hands. He's jumped up and I'm on the floor. And he's jumped on me to try and punch me a few times, and I felt my arm go. As I got up, T had come over to save the day and look after his mate, and I looked round and the keeper was out cold, choked out, and I had a dislocated shoulder which needed shoulder surgery. So it didn't go too well that day.
Oh mate, it sure wasn't T that just walked all over you, was it? Just popped your shoulder out.
Well, listen, I looked round and it wasn't good what was going on behind me. Trust me, I was too worried about my arm. But yeah, to be fair, he did help me out because I was in a bit of trouble with the lad. To be fair, he was a big old boy and. I was on my back at the time, and yeah, if it weren't for T, actually, to be fair, we have a laugh and a joke about it. I think I could have been hurt then. So he did help me out.
And the other thing he asked was, so team spirit and the culture at Staffold when you won the league, what was that like? When was that?
T might know this. He might put it on there in a moment. I'm thinking 2007, 2008, maybe. Listen, you have never, ever seen anything like it. I've watched my dad manage for 30 years. He's the best. Unbelievable. He could not control this group. It was completely out of control. T was the leader of it.
No.
It was, you've seen what T's like when he's had a drink. We'll picture that every Saturday with the caterpillar coming out in the clubhouse. And
the caterpillar.
I tell you what, I'm a real big believer in it. It probably gets you 15, 20 points a season, team spirit alone. Because when the going gets tough and you've got to dig in for each other, when you like your teammate next year, it pulls you through. And this team, they finished third. I think Dad took them over and they finished third from bottom. He signed T, he signed a couple of lads, and we were all playing for a local team called Potton. This is step 5, but that level then was probably more like a top step 4 level going into step 3. It was very strong. And we all went over and signed for Stotfold, and yeah, this team was phenomenal. Great side. Lunatics. We had games abandoned. We were, as I say, Dad couldn't control us. He had to beg us in the end, just please stay controlled, because but we won the league and we won it. I think we got 100 and something points. We looked at it yesterday, me and T, and I think I got 24 goals from midfield, and T would have kept a number of clean sheets, and we'd won games of football before we'd even got on the pitch. In the tunnel, we'd won games of football. No one wanted to play us. We were brilliant.
Like the old crazy gang.
It was very, very, very similar to that. It was carnage, yeah.
Just for people listening who don't know who your dad is, Lee, give him a shout out.
Yeah, so my dad is Ian. Obviously played for professional football for Arsenal and teams like that, and he's been a manager for 31 years, now retired, and helps me out and moans at me, and he's like a general manager at the football club, so I have to kind of go through him with signings and money, and he controls the budget and things like that. So it works really well. I like having older people around me with experience, and he's been very good for me, because I can get a little emotional at times, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and sometimes that can be carried over wrong. So having his experience around me is very good.
Right. I've got 2 last questions, Lee.
I've got a question as well.
Go on.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Different face for a second. So we got your man Kendall, who's with you at Hendon, yeah? He gave me a little story on the way to a match one day about how he was a bit of a lad when things first started, and you a couple of times put him on the coach and took him to quite far away games, and he wasn't even in the squad. Talk to us about that.
Just good experience. He's a good kid. Really, absolute nightmare. Like when I say I'm running the college scheme and I need him in to tick him on the register so he gets his bursary and get this kid meant to be in for 10 o'clock. He'd roll in at 1 o'clock. We'd have a game on a Friday, a 1 o'clock kickoff. He'd roll in at 5 to 1. But he was so good, I had to get him on the pitch. A lovely, lovely boy. Really good kid. Just needed some guidance. And I did take him to away games, long away. But it's experience that you can never forget. And the boys took him took him in, and they really liked him. And actually, he flourished in it. And I actually gave him his debut. I brought him on at half-time against Beaconsfield. We needed 3 more points to make sure that we were safe that year. He come on and turned the game. He was superb. I played him a week after, and he wasn't good. It was really hard for him. It was a struggle. But he's a good player, Kendall, and I'm really pleased he listened and went to AFC Welling because he's banging in the goals. And, hopefully he'll lead you to promotion.
Yeah. Nice. Just got a message there. Ross Jackson, did he play with you on the Vets? Has Lee seen a better right?
Is
that Farrier, Ross? Is he a Farrier?
I don't know.
If it is, he used to play for me in Sunday League when I ran Riley's FC. Hello, Ross, if it is you.
It's all about you, James.
He's a good player. Very good player. Very good player. Loves a tackle. He does all my tackling normally and my running. And I do his passing.
Alex has been a bit rude to you as well. Look at your beak.
It's massive, isn't it, Al? Alex, honestly, I've got no shame in saying how big it is. It's huge. It's starting to weigh me down a little bit, I think.
How's Alex getting on and walk now? He's been throwing a bit of a strop on our group there. I haven't seen him for a few weeks.
Do you know what with Alex, yeah? And he won't mind me saying this. He actually just needs an arm around him. Yeah. And he just needs praise, and you get the best out of him. He's actually a very, very good player, Alex, and he just needs a little bit of praise every now and then. Oh. And it's a shame, really, it hasn't worked out for him because he's a good boy. I like him a lot of time for Al. He's a top man.
I'd like to think we haven't seen the end of him because the amount of assists he's created has been fantastic, hasn't it?
And you were just getting his name right after 12 matches.
What do you make of him, Sam?
I think he's a quality. He's so technical. He comes on the ball edge of my box, spins a player, pings it 30 yards. On his day, he's unstoppable, Alex. He's a great player. Come back, Alex. Come on.
Come back, Alex. We love you.
Big Rich.
So
I'm only after. I had 3 questions, but now I can only remember 1. So this will probably be my last question, Lee.
Oh, sorry.
So obviously we're step 7. Or 2 questions. First of all, what's the difference between step 4 and step 7? What's the main difference?
Step 3.
You step 3,
4,
yeah?
Step 3.
Jeez.
We're step 3. Listen, a lot. Grounds, money. Players probably look after themselves a little bit better. A lot of players are on contracts, so they can't play Sunday morning football. You'll have players in our league that are over £500 a week. That's good money. And with a little job on the side, you're earning good money there. So, look, there's a lot of players drop through the pyramid. So, I look at, the pitch you played on Sunday. I mean, Saturday, it was horrible to play on, and you're having to pull a result. And that's why it's such a good result on Saturday for you guys, because that pitch was terrible. So little things like that, grounds and, support and things like that. But look, there's no reason why FC Welling can't get there in time without a shadow of a doubt.
And my last question is, what step would we have to get to for you to come in manage? Step 6?
That's a great question.
Step 6.
If I get the sack from Hendon, you can never say never. Listen, who knows what the future holds? I think your future's pathed out anyway. So who knows, and whatever level that is, I'd love to one day work for T. I work for him in the office now, and on the football side of it, who knows? But it's a very good club, and you're doing great, and I really hope that you're successful this year and you continue it. I don't want to just see it being a one-season wonder. I want it. I want to see it over the next couple of years. If you can get to step 5, you've got a great chance of really pushing on.
Well, that's the plan. That's what you want. 7 promotions in 12 years. Do you think that's doable?
100%. You need finances. Don't get me wrong. You need a good group. And probably a little bit of luck along the way. But there's no reason why this year and next year you can't get out the 2 leagues. Step 5, then you've seen what Real Bedford have done this year. That they look like they're going to go into step 4. Before you know it, you could have 3 promotions in 3 years. It's not going to be easy. There's always going to be people there who want to shoot you down because that's football. There'll be people out there that's jealous of what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve. That's football. But if you rise above all that and you keep your...
Perry's on board. Up the leagues, here we come.
He hasn't played for the year. Relations, got an ACL, is it?
Yeah.
So...
Let us know, Perry. Any updates?
But listen, Lee, that's fantastic. I really appreciate you coming on a short notice. Obviously, she cried off with marmalade. But,
on his face.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, and fantastic results. When's the draw for the next round?
So it's been made. So we got Wildstone, who are a national league.
Wildstone Raider.
It's a big game. It's a local derby. Different to Oldham. Very, very hostile.
Sorry, I had to put that up, Lee. Is that you saying that to someone? Did you say someone Google me?
I probably lost my head and said it. If I've said that, I apologise, because that's massive time and I hate things like that. So that's embarrassing. And all you'll see is some very average clubs that I played for. So there you go. So we got Wildstone, and we're probably 10 miles apart. There's a little bit of the two clubs don't really see eye to eye. Wildstone average probably 1,500. Their supporters are mad. And they'll look at this like they can get to Wembley, Wildstone. And if you know both our grounds, you could probably see Wembley from where they are as well. Yeah. So you're probably looking at 1,500, 2,000 in a really tight ground. Atmosphere will be hostile, but brilliant. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be... I don't know if you've got a game that day. It's on the 10th of Feb. I'm not sure you've got a game, so if you haven't, it'd be great to see you all, because it'd be brilliant. It will be very, very hostile game, that will. And
can I bring the cameras?
Look, bring the cameras. Come along. It'll be a great day.
I love that.
Really but
Big Dave on the commentary.
Good side. I've got a lot of good friends at Wildstone, and they are very, very good side. So it's going to be really tough. But never say never. They're step one, so they're same league as Oldham. Ooh. But you look at Oldham, they've got the big, 15,000 seater stadium. Yeah. This is different. This is right on top of you. And as I said before, they can turn on their own team as well. So we've got to try and make it like that. We've got to try and make it horrible and just try and stay in the game. But we played them in pre-season last year, and if we touched the ball, I was surprised. It was a massacre. So
that sounds like it's going to be a great game. And the Wildstone Raider might be there, will he?
He'll be there. He'll be giving us some stick. Don't worry about that.
Give it to him.
My wife's worried about us getting our heads kicked in. We'll
You'll get your head kicked in. The boy dinner's not at home.
No, do you know what? It's not. It won't be like that. But what it will be is two supported teams desperate to win. And when it's like that, it becomes hostile, because they'll be desperate to get to Wembley. And I don't blame them, because it's a great chance. If you look at it now, this is going to be our 6th game in the FA Trophy. So that's a lot of games so far to get where we are.
So what round is it?
Wildstone's going to be... This is the last 16.
16.
So we've played AFC Sudbury step 3, Walton and Hersham step 3, Eastbourne step 2, Weymouth step 2, Oldham step 1, and now Wildstone step 1. So we've had a lot of rounds.
Well, do you know what you do? Yeah. Just the night before, send T to bed early. Find out what he's dreaming of, and we'll all be down the bookies.
Have a little dream. If you don't text me that down, I'll in for a shock, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right, Lee, listen, thanks a million. Have you got anything else you want to ask him?
No. Have you got anything you want to ask us, Lee, Sam, or anyone?
Nothing, Sam? Oh, dear. I see you putting your 3 brothers out earlier. In your dad, it'll be... Zach will 100% be first in your dad's head.
Oh, yeah, you know that.
Lee, how does your dad get on?
I've always said you'd be first, Sam. I've always said you'd be the best out of 3.
Lee, do you remember? That? I think I played. How old? I don't know how old I played one of the games, but I forgot my gloves to the game. Absolutely, let me have it.
Good start.
I was quite hard on the kids, to be fair, because when you get to 15, 16, you can't be forgetting your gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not. It was
a lot about betting. Lots to learn from it.
So Jack, I see Jack's performance at Sheffield the other week. He had 3 balls rolled past him. He's gone to the bottom of the pile with the glasses.
Lee, did your dad ever meet Stan? And was there any friction there? Obviously, playing for Arsenal.
Everyone's met Stan. Don't worry about that. He finds himself everywhere. He pops up at anything. Oh, Stan! What a guy! I don't know if you've met him yet, but what a guy! He's brilliant, Stan. He's massive Tottenham. Obviously, he's got tattoos all over him of Tottenham, and they still ain't won anything. But he's a really good guy, and he's been really supportive of his boys in goal. He takes them everywhere, and look, they are very good keepers. And it was to a point I nearly got Sam signed for us the other week because we were short on a keeper. AFC never had a game, and we nearly needed him in goal, but it never happened in the end. But yeah, it was it nearly happened.
It wasn't the Oldham game, was it?
Imagine.
No.
No chance.
Thank God.
Cheers, Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
Good seeing you.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank
See
you
you
so
for the
much
rest of the
for coming on.
season.
Thanks, mate.
Take
Good
care. Yeah,
luck,
be good to
Lee.
see you.
Very
Bye bye.
good.
Cheers, guys. Bye bye. Bye.
Cheers, mate.
He's
Oh,
a
that was
lovely
nice.
fella, isn't he?
That was nice to have Lee on, wasn't it?
So I think what we need to do, these microphones aren't on now. What we need to do is
Yeah,
we
they
need to
are.
go to
We're
Lee.
still on.
We need to just ask him about switching off and being poached up. What, these are still on?
Oh,
are they?
I thought, for a second, Dave.
I believed him too.
Dave does things like that.
I'm getting
all
bored
the
in
time.
step 7. I want to get up there, Lee. What's step 3? Fucking BT Sports and Sky.
I genuinely thought you thought the mics were off, though. That's
I don't know what he was about to say.
James.
He says stuff like that every week. Right.
Sam, what did you think of that?
Yeah, Lee is good, yeah. He a little bit for Laffer.
You could have gotten a shout in there, the Oldham game, he was saying.
Well, I don't think it was that game. No,
He did, he said the Oldham game.
that game?
Didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
It's like, oh, I didn't get told it was that game.
Zach and Stan. The whole lot of you guys.
Anyone.
He didn't have his gloves.
Yeah. Yeah, can you play in Wembley?
Mate,
So,
have we
Sam,
got-
you happy with how that went?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
We got any questions from the fans before we sign off?
Sorry, you never said who these people were in the pictures. I swear to God,
Oh,
I still
yeah.
don't know who number 1 is.
Let's go back to that. Hang on. Let me just delete the old videos. because
Did we
can
get
only
any
do
comments
two
on
at a
it?
time. Sue got it. So I just wanted to... I wanted to play this one before Lee left. See if he got it. Hang on. Video 1. So, you better hear this time, Dave.
Okay.
So let's do that one, and then let's just load video 2, which is that one, and then let's put our audio on. Whose phone's that?
Poor,
So-
poor.
You're not watching this?
Sue's Get Home.
Hello?
We've got to
think
stop
you can
now
hear
while Sue's on the phone today.
Right,
Right, you ready? Video 1.
Yeah.
Guess who this is, everybody. In the comments, fastest fingers first.
Killed everyone on the roster. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologise to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the
So Dave did a Colin McGregor, didn't you? And one of our games, when he'd been in trouble the next week, he apologised to absolutely no one. Rich commented when he played that earlier.
Rich loved that.
And said it was still his favourite.
That's Rich's
So,
favourite.
It is. It's my
You know
favourite
what?
too.
I honestly thought that was Mick, because he looks like Mick. He sounds like me, but looks like Mick. McGregor, doesn't he?
And number 2, is Sue still trying to call you?
I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Right, ready? Number 2 is this one.
like driving on the ground. He's standing on his head and grooving to the sound. Now just let the good things I see.
So, if you watched last week, you'd have seen
Bully.
we had Kendall and Kareem sat here in matching tracksuits. That's the whole point.
I saw that as well. Oh, the one was grey and black, black and grey.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that too.
So,
Enjoy tonight.
you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good. Dave's on the phone again
Hello?
now. I think So wants him home.
Is
You're going to
he?
have to leave quick, Sam.
Straight away.
So, one thing I forgot to say, which I always do, forget this. We are so close to 1,000 subs. We've been close for about 2 weeks. I know most people watching now at this point will already be subbed, but please push it to your friends, family, etc., etc. We are still giving away £100 in vouchers when we
know
do a
what?
raffle once we get to 100 subs.
There was one other question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
T said his cousin is Charlie Yearwood.
Whose cousin is Charlie Yearwood?
Lee's.
Lee's cousin. I thought you said his.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
Fun
that.
fact.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him, what did he think of the departure? Oh, well,
he's gone
I'm sure
now.
we'll get him on again sometime.
Yeah. So 1,000 subs. We need to get there. We need your help. Please push it. Comments and everything have been fantastic. We've got someone guessed Dave. Who's that?
Oh, just one last thing I'd
Oh,
like to
that's
do.
my mother, Sophie. Shout out, mum.
Is that your mum?
Yeah.
Hot 1882 UK.
Start of the email.
Oh,
Get it.
okay.
What's she saying, Dave?
I was
For the
thinking
first
something
one,
else.
the guess.
What?
Conor McGregor impression.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is that guy?
I want to thank
I mean,
absolutely.
apologising absolutely no one, right? And most important thing is tonight, I'd like to give a big shout out to my daughter Georgie, whose birthday, she's 16 tomorrow.
Oh, Georgie.
So happy birthday, Georgie. Love you loads.
Happy birthday, Georgie.
And I hope you have a lovely day.
Your mum says, hey. Should we sing to Georgie? Happy birthday. No.
Carry on, yeah.
No. You left me hanging. Right. People watching. Sam, Dave, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers, Sammy boy.
The cabin.
Appreciate it.
As always, Dave's driving tonight, so Sam could have a beer with me. So
Hey.
that was good. Out of it, if you know how to do that, and share them on your social media to try and encourage people to come and have a look at AFC Welwyn, because we need your love and support. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye.
Let's just mute us.
Bosh.